Hey y'all, I ain't got too long until the lunch break. Oh, I gotta get my eyebrows arched. Y'all, I'm doing self-care this week. Cause I who is tired of wigs and stuff. I be saying I'm not gonna chop it out, but I think I am. Well, anyway, I hope everybody is well, y'all. It is so beautiful in Dallas, Texas today. Oh my God, this weather is everything. Like everything. It is so beautiful. It is so cool outside. This is like perfect weather today. Like seriously. Y'all let the wind blow, y'all just ignore whatever y'all see underneath. This ain't one of them four, five, $600 wigs, amen. This is Auntie wants some gray hair for one of her characters' wigs. But anyway, um, today's skits, let's recap. Let's recap with ReRe real quick because I ain't got that much long left. We got a skits today then. Um, let's get down to Piari and Amber now. Y'all, seriously, so I'll go from that angle. From when Ernestine walks in. Guys, when you really meet like a celebrity or somebody that you really like follow, whether it's a music artist or whether it's an actor, actress, it's like you really do have to hold back because it's so many questions that you have. And my biggest fear is that one day I took all this noise, amen, about one day coming to Skid Atlanta and doing something different or meeting these people, period. Um, I didn't get a chance to meet Wayne when his concert came to Dallas, but we were close enough where I felt like, Jordan was in that particular skit. I mean, not particular skit, that particular show when he was doing the first one. And he came to Dallas. And I was just like really geeked up to be that in the vicinity, even in the room with them. But they're average and they're everyday people like us. It's just that on the inside, you have so many questions that you want to ask. You have so many um, just everything. Like I met Mystical. I know he's been through a lot of things or whatever in his life and his career. Um, but I still, that I was a big Mystical fan in college. Here I go. I'm still a Mystical fan. They used to call me Lady Mystical. Amen. Before I became Auntie ReRe, I was Lady Mystical. So it's hard, and I felt so good when I met him in person. Every time he came to Dallas, I would go see Mystical. And I fell in love with, and not in a sexual or intimate way, but I fell in love with him as an artist even more because of how humble he was with his fans. Like the first night we had stood up for hours. That's back when he was in his heyday. He was popular before all the other issues happened. And people had been standing there for hours. So when security came, they like had it blocked off and they wouldn't let us get close. And at the end, people wanted to take pictures and have him sign autographs and stuff. And he was like, man, y'all chill, man. He said, y'all good? And everybody was like, yeah, we good. He said, they good, they ain't showing no trouble, man. Y'all move back and I can talk to them. That man stayed and did autographs, took pictures, signed autographs, same thing. I'm talking about to like until it closed. And he was just so freaking humble. And that's what I feel like that you should always be, no matter what platform you're on, big or small, always be humble. Always remember that maybe one day, once upon a time, you were a fan of whomever. But I have to say, the people and the characters that I have been blessed to interact with. Like when Angelina came to my live, it was just like I was like, oh my God, because I understand the craft of acting. And y'all, it takes a lot to play a villain. It takes a lot to for someone to constantly be in the comments or reviews or whoever, just torturing your name all the time. It takes a strong, tough skin to do that. To be honest, I don't know if I could do it. Amen. Sometimes I get in my feelings on stuff people write. Last week I was upset because somebody, every time somebody say Shayla ain't got no karma, it triggers me. But to find out that people that you really look up to, that you really put on a pedestal, whatever, are really humble in real life, it's amazing. But Ernestine, pipe down. Amen. Just pipe down. Let the man, but you have to let the people be themselves and be natural And if they allow you, like he could have got up and left. He could have been one of them type of celebrities. Um, but you have to let them be and not get too excited and give them the space and be like, okay, whew, okay, I ain't gonna ask a million questions at one time. And it's something that Deontay taught me when he brought Angelina and Brody onto his show. And you know, any other time he would let other people on and stuff like that. And he said I had to protect, and I hope you don't mind me sharing, but like protect when you have people like that on your platform or whatever. Protect the integrity of what you have going on. So you don't want anybody to come on there like somebody on, you know, one other way came on and called Shayla out of name or to downgrade or talk about a character. They just characters, y'all. In real life, they people like you and me. They bleed like we do. Amen. They have feelings like we do. They got bills like we do. They everyday people. So when people get on there and crucify them and curse them as the person, that's crazy to me. That's craziness. But but going back again, you do get giddy. You do get kind of excited. But to find out that people are humble in real life, that they are people in real life, it's amazing. Because I've had my cousin, I won't say which comedian it was, but it was a comedian that she met. And she used to love this comedian. And she has her own platform and she has her own kind of celebrity type status thing going on. So when she met and they crossed paths, you know, she was like, hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. He didn't know who she was. But, you know, of course she knew who he was. And he was just really, she said he was really snotty. He was really like cocky. He was very like condescending. And she said she would have never thought of that. She said, I'd never watch him again in life. I'd never pay to go see him again in life. And it kind of even hurt my feelings because I like this particular comedian. I couldn't believe that he acted that way. But on the flip side of that, was he acting that way because somebody had said something rude to him? Was he acting that way because he was tired of taking pictures? Because he was tired of signing autographs that day? I remember, was it Chad Boswick said he got tired of doing the Wakanda sign everywhere he went. He said it was really like irritating because everybody, hey, can you throw up the sign? So that would be my only thing about that particular skit is if you meet these people in real life, just be humble and allow them to be themselves. Now, if they prove you different, or they, you know, they not who they say they is, or they act cocky or whatever, you know, you can address them accordingly, or what have you. Like me, I'm never gonna get to a place in life where ain't nobody up there with God and Jesus. You know, ain't nobody. I mean, up there with Jesus. Amen. You know, even with mystical, it's just like I was happy, but at the same time, and I got my mystical. I might post that on the thing. And I truly believe, like, even with him, I feel like some of the things that he went through or whatever is deeper than what the media says and things like that. Some things may be true now that wasn't true then. And, you know, I'm gonna stand on business because that young man, well, I think we might be the same age or around the same age. I hurt for him even the last time I seen him in person because I just felt like he was just going through so much and we were there to be entertained. We were there to, you know, see him perform, but yet you could tell on his face and in his aura that he was going through something internally or either emotionally. These people get up and they have to still perform after they've, like Ernestine, for instance, losing your real life mother and then have to go and do skits about it or refer to it. That has to be the most heartening thing it in the world. I don't know, you know, where the strength comes from to continue to do that. It amazes me. And that's it. Just try to stay humble and try to stay calm when you see your favorite celebrity or you see whomever. I promise to always stay grounded if I ever came up in the world, amen. And if you see Auntie ReRe in D-Town, say hello. Let's take a picture. But if you see these other celebrities, try to keep calm. That's what I keep telling myself. Amen and amen again. But y'all have a good one, and I guess more to come in Skitlanta. I can't wait. I am gonna give a prediction. I'm gonna give another prediction later on in a calm way. Y'all, I predict it's gonna be Valentine's Day for the reveal. I think it's gonna be Valentine's Day. Some telling me Valentine's Day. Auntie Vaughn, she first put them when she said around February. You know, we have our little own private chats and stuff. The Trinity. And she said February. I said February 14th. It's gonna be around Valentine's Day. Cause the mom gonna have to he see before you know. He gonna have to pick a side on Valentine's Day. You gotta be with somebody. You can't be with both of them. And both of them gonna want their time. So I'm just wondering. It might be after that though. Who knows? Heap see, but if you know. All right, y'all. I gotta go back in here and finish my 9 to 5. But I'll see y'all later, y'all. Oh, the skin is skinny. I'll talk to y'all later and more to come.